So by now you know about Artemis 2, the 10-day mission by NASA that took 4 humans near the moon for a flyby. They took beautiful pictures of Earth and tested the SLS rocket and Orion spacecraft successfully. In 2027, there'll be Artemis 3, which will test if the Orion spacecraft can physically connect to a moon lander so the crew can move in between them freely. And in 2028, the actual moon landing with humans on board will happen. That will be Artemis 4. But what are they going to do there? More selfies? No. See, there's a moon race happening right now with all eyes on 2028. And the main prize is a resource known as helium-3. They call it the blue gold, and it could change how we generate power and use technology on Earth. This race is split into two: the US and NASA-led Artemis Accord with 61 countries including the UK, UAE, India, Nigeria, Rwanda, Israel, Germany, Switzerland, and so on, and the China-Russia-led International Lunar Research Station with 17 countries including South Africa, Egypt, Pakistan, and so on. This is serious, and many of these countries don't want to engage in money-wasting wars on Earth, especially right now. All parties plan to land on the south pole of the moon where there is water ice. Water is the oil of space. Stay with me. They will be looking for new energy native to the moon, split into 3 main sources. First is helium-3, which will be harvested from the soil of the moon, and it will be used in nuclear fusion reactors to provide clean, safe, and endless energy. Unlike uranium, helium-3 has no radioactive wastes. It will provide direct electricity because the reaction will create charged protons, skipping the need for steam turbines and cooling towers. Now, a single ton of helium-3 could give the same amount of energy as 130 million barrels of oil, and that is enough to power a big city for a year. Let me put it this way. The whole world uses about 100 million barrels of oil per day. That is 14 million tons of oil per day. Why go all the way to the moon for helium-3? Well, because helium-3 is very rare on Earth. 1 kilo of helium-3 on Earth goes for $30 million. Meanwhile, the moon has over 1 million tons of helium-3. So how will they bring it to Earth? Once extracted, helium-3 will be put into canisters, then loaded into missile launchers and sent to Earth. Then you have solar power. Since the south pole of the moon has almost constant sunlight on some parts. Yes, sunlight for months. And here, a solar station will collect sunlight and convert it into electricity. This electricity is then converted into a laser beam. These beams are targeted at large receiving antennas on Earth called rectennas, which convert it instantly into electricity for the power grid. Lastly, there is water ice on the south pole of the moon. This can be split into hydrogen to fuel the spacecraft and oxygen for the crew to live on. Now, the Outer Space Treaty of 1967 says that the moon is the province of all mankind and no country can own land there. But there is no rule against owning the resources. So the moon race is on once again.